Hello and welcome to Chump Change, episode 8.
Welcome.
I am your co-host, Lorenzo, or GarboArtist, and with me today I have Pree.
Yeah, the lineup never changes. At least not yet.
But what if not ever? What if we just keep the
Oh,
spotlight all to ourselves?
that might be a little greedy, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much space for two big chumps like us.
Or maybe, hear me out here. Maybe we're helping them out. It's like we're the Corolla next to the Corvette. Maybe we're dragging them down. Think about it like that.
Well, either way, for this episode, we have a fine lineup of topics ready to go. This week will be a double. We're going to do a twofer. So next episode will be pre-recorded. We're moving into uploading weekly. We want you guys to be able to interact with us. So if you leave comments on any social posts or on YouTube directly, we want to be able to, answer any comments in the next episode if we want to. Or if we think anything is worthy bringing up that was commented. But next week will be the exception because we unfortunately are too busy for recording next week. But yeah, next episode, we got a good lineup of stuff to talk about. Pree, you want to get into your first one?
Let's see here. So, topic is a little old, but I would like to talk about one of my favorite games, Tekken. So, Tekken 8's trailer was released, some gameplay footage. Before we started recording, we actually watched the Nina Williams gameplay trailer. And what did you think about it so far?
I thought it looked really good. I'm not a big Tekken fan. I think the most exposure to it is it's tied off between watching you play Tekken 7 or listening to all the memes about Kazuya Mishima being in Smash. That's my exposure to the Tekken scene. But like in terms of gameplay trailers, she looks fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, so they're actually changing the combat system in the game. So in Tekken 7 currently, there's a lot more defensive play because you don't get punished for being defensive. And with the new system, they are creating chip damage. And I was pretty taken aback by it because Tekken never had chip damage before.
So when you say chip damage, sorry to cut you off. When you say chip damage, you mean in the sense like I can't block forever, right? It's gonna do damage even if I'm blocking.
Yes, yeah. So their idea is there is a gray bar, right? So there's just like every other game, there's gonna have a gray bar that you could get the health back from by doing certain things. It's more like they're trying to increase the aggressive play. Like they're trying to make the game a lot more faster.
Right.
So the idea is you play aggressive and then you get your health back.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. Currently in the game, there are the 2D fighters, like Geese, and Eliza also uses the super bar, the meter bars. And those guys, you use those meter bars to extend combos. So like you punch a guy 1-2 and then you do a little dash and you're actually able to hit him again. So that I'm thinking they're gonna try to give everybody in the roster that Rage Rush, I think is what it's called now.
Right, because I mean for balancing reasons, everyone should be able to work with relatively the same thing.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm more of if everyone has a different play style, that's also really cool too. In the game, they cover a lot of different fighting styles. They just did Wing Chun in Tekken 7. That one wasn't there before at all. But I really am excited for the new Tekken 8.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. A lot of hype behind it too. I think we talked about this off the podcast before. Was it the Game Awards or was it before that Tekken 8 was announced?
Maybe at the Game Awards it was announced.
Because I know Street Fighter was. I think I got some components of the two trailers mixed up. Oh, you know what? It was the Game Awards because what's his name was fighting Kazuya.
Yeah, yeah.
In the trailer. Yeah, it was the Game
Mhm.
Awards. All I remember is that there was a lot of commotion on Twitter about it when it was announced, and my first thought was, man, I gotta text Pree because Pree's probably gonna be ecstatic. And then you were like, oh yeah, man, I already know. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
guy-
yeah, no. So, for when that one was released,
Mm,
for some reason, right? People don't like change.
yeah,
They're saying this isn't Tekken. Like, look at the way it looks. She's over there actually using the guns, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna bash the franchise for trying to do something different,
yeah.
Unless you're Final Fantasy, then I'm a little upset. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, man. Just because you want to play the game like it's on the NES doesn't mean that the game needs to keep playing that way. All right.
Yep. There's my what is the word here? Hypocrite. There's my hypocrite point of view right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that game, I'm hoping it's gonna come out and be one of the games that I play a lot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get to put it on the channel. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I mean, it looking good is one thing, right? But your satisfaction with it once it's all said and done is going to be different too.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks good. And to comment on the devs doing something new for fighting games, eventually you have to, right? Because when did Tekken 7 come out? That was when we were in high school, right?
Yeah, like 5 years ago, maybe.
Was it that soon or that recent? I feel like you were playing it when we
5 years
in...
is a very long time. It's probably longer than 5 years, to be honest.
I was going to say, I could have sworn you were playing it when we were freshmen.
Here, let me go ahead and take a peek.
All right.
Because I'm curious now, too. Let's see here. 2015.
Yeah, so almost a decade old.
Yeah, that.
I think that when your most recent game and the game that has survived the longest is almost a decade apart, like you kind of have to change it up a little bit, right? You have to keep the brand fresh. And people always complain about stuff being new, stuff being whatever. Everyone said that about Smash, and then Smash Ultimate ended up being like fucking renowned for its gameplay compared to like the Wii U version and the Wii version.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that, the diehards who kept playing Melee for the oh god, what was it? I think Melee is the GameCube one. The Melee players kept playing Melee. The general crowd who played for competitive was on Ultimate. But it's like you have to shake it up a little bit to keep the audience engaged,
Yeah, because unfortunately, in order for the game to get DLC and updates, right, it has to make money somehow.
Right.
But my hope is we go to Evo.
You want to go to
because
Evo?
if
Big Chumps go to Evo?
I would most definitely love to go to Evo, and I'm kind of waiting for Tekken to come out. I'm like, when that comes out at Evo, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to go to Evo for Smash, but I played like one local, and I wasn't very confident in my ability when I did it. But it's been a couple years, so I'd be willing to just go for funsies to Evo.
Oh, for me, I'm like, am I gonna be over there playing against JDCR? Probably not. I'm not that good, I might fight against that guy in the corner, maybe.
Just some friendlies.
Yeah, just some friendlies. I want to go because I want to go watch.
Okay, so you want to spectate. You don't want to be a part of the
yeah. I'm more of a spectator.
Because
I'm an old guy.
You say Big Chumps go to Evo. I'm like, oh man, that's content, and we could throw for content.
Most definitely not, man. We're there to win.
Well, I mean, hey, when Tekken 8 Evo comes around, I'll ask you again. I'll see what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah.
Since we're on the topic of conventions or like big events like that, what's your take on fighting game money matches? Like you're not in like the main event, but you're over there just playing money matches on the side.
just gambling on who wins the match or not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Like I walk up to Pikachu main Esam for Smash Ultimate, and I say, Esam, I bet $100 I'll whoop your. How do you feel about that?
me personally,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's something that's not on the big screen,
Yeah.
like as long as they're not saying that like they're promoting the gambling portion of it, whatever they do with the game on the side doesn't really matter to me.
Well, I don't even mean like from the event standpoint. I mean your standpoint. Like, how do you feel about playing, participating in a money match? Like, would you ever be confident enough in your skills to challenge someone to that, or if someone?
Do I ever think? Oh, okay. I understand your question now.
Yeah, yeah.
Me, whew, man, that's a tough one. You know, I might have to watch him, see what he's doing. You know, does he look like me? Does he look like he leaves his house? You know,
Touches grass.
yeah. You know, like that's a couple key points I might need to take a look at first.
Yeah, might need to see if you weigh a couple kilos less than him.
Yeah. You know, I gotta see if he's big like me. You know,
But what if he's bigger? If he's bigger, it's a no go, huh?
you know he might get me. You know, I'm not sure.
Maybe, just maybe.
But yeah, no. In terms of that, in terms of me playing against other people, like random people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, no, I do think the space really loves competitiveness.
Yeah.
I love the competitiveness aspect of the games. I would most definitely be down to play someone like at the arcade or something like that.
Yeah.
And to up the ante sort of thing, I would most definitely make the game a lot more interesting
Right, you put some stakes on it.
than just seeing the victory screen.
Yeah. That happened to me at the one local I went to. After I fell out of bracket in round 2, a guy he offered to do a $20 money match. And this is right when I got back to work, when I moved home in 2019, 18, 19.
Yeah.
When I first came back to our hometown, and I was like, you know, I don't know, man. This is like, you know, this is my $20. This is the rest of my paycheck right here, man. I didn't win the tournament. I lost my money, and the fact that I dropped out so soon made me feel like I'm nowhere near what I need to be to compete yet. So I turned the guy away. But now that I'm a little more sweaty in the games that I do frequently play, I would absolutely do it. It's just like he caught me off guard, you know? Like this guy who I didn't get to see, because you mentioned observing them.
Yeah.
This guy, I got to see none of his gameplay, just walked up on me and said, "Hey man, $20 money match right now."
That's a little wild.
Like, obviously, especially because like I mained a fucking F tier character back then. He knew something I didn't.
Oh, who was the character, by the way?
Little Mac. I was playing Little Mac at the tournament because my other characters weren't as good. I wasn't playing Smash that much at the time, but my friend offered to, you know, he was like, "Hey, you know, come with me." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, no. You know what's weird? So, I don't know if Smash actually has arcade cabinets,
No.
but I always loved the idea of everyone meets up at the arcade cabinets. You know, like everyone meets up at locals
Yeah.
instead of just everyone plays online.
Yeah. No. That for Smash, the consensus seems to be, hey, bring your Switch. You get a discount on your admission fee if you bring a system that's used for the tournament.
Oh,
Yeah, or at least that local is how it was. I'm not sure how the rest of, because obviously there's locals all across the country and probably the
Yeah.
world. I don't know how everyone else does it, but that's how that one was. So I thought that was cool.
yeah, no. Sorry, go ahead.
Theoretically, right? If you wanted to buy the fight sticks that are compatible with the Switch, you could make an arcade, like a faux arcade cabinet for only Smash.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like there's a lot of arcade cabinets that I've seen where it's the Xbox They have an Xbox in a little box, and then they just have the monitor,
Yeah.
and that's the Xbox arcade cabinet, and then you put your money in, and you get like 5 minutes or whatnot.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see how someone could implement that for the Switch. Like maybe like a bill receiver or a coin receptacle, and it triggers like a timer on the power supply or something.
Mm.
Or like a HDMI switch gets triggered off if the time runs out. It'd be interesting to see how it's just because Nintendo does not play with other people very well.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how that would get implemented. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What I was thinking would be really cool
Mm-hmm.
if they had. Oh my goodness. If they had the competitive of the arcade cabinets,
Yeah.
except. Sorry, I had no idea where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought before I even began. I was kind of running it, hoping that I would come back. It would come back to me midway through.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, Nintendo could, right? If they really wanted to, Nintendo could make and license arcade cabinets that are, hey, this Switch unit only plays this game. It is only programmed to play this game. If you buy this after it's out of service, the only thing it's going to do is play this game. Because the arcade cabinet essentially just becomes the computer, right? But computers are so small, you don't even need that much space for it. It's just a box at that point. I think Nintendo could absolutely swing it if they made it in-house and sold them or leased them out to arcades and companies who wanted to have that.
I completely remember what I was going to say now.
All right.
So, have you ever played any of the racing games that had the swipe card?
Yes.
I would totally love to have more games implement the swipe card.
Absolutely. I think
for me, man.
For us, I think we lucked out because that's something that's more prominent in Japan.
Yeah, I'm thinking, all right, imagine you have your swipe card,
mm-hmm.
and your swipe card like has your custom costume for your character in Smash. Swipe your card in, that would be cool.
That would be big money for Nintendo actually if they offered that kind. Like everyone's always asking for new skins and shit. New skins for characters and more characters. If you had a card for arcade cabinets, so when you completed in locals, you had like a signature iconic look because you won a world tournament. That would be cool as hell.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I really hope that they bring swipe cards back. Whenever I go to an arcade, the swipe card for the initial D game or any of the other racing games, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to play this game once.
Yeah.
And maybe I come back in 4 months. Like there's no need for me to, or want me to come back.
No needs for speed.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, come on, like when you talk about costumes too, I want to make a little point here.
Mm-hmm.
In Tekken, they had one of the on the world tour for Tekken, they actually had a costume for Akuma, and it was very cheater. So, when Akuma does this animation, a piece of his clothing glitches and it covers almost the whole screen for a split second. In that sense, I hope it's not costumes. If it is costumes, hopefully it's not too drastic. Like, hopefully it doesn't give an advantage to the other player type of deal.
So in regards to Smash specifically, it's more of a, like, I don't know. Costumes are usually very conforming. It's very... I can't think of any costumes except for, like, the DLC characters where it drastically alters the appearance. And even then, all of the outfit changes are usually within the confines of the character model still. So, like, hitboxes don't change, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, in Tekken, like, the guy gets big, bulky armor, or, like, the guy, his model becomes really slim, that sort of thing. Or, like, not the model becomes really slim, but the articles of clothing become even slimmer.
Yeah.
like more tight fitting.
I think when you start changing the hitboxes and the speed and the like performance of a character based on their skin, that's kind of bad. That's bad patching. I am.
Yeah, yeah, no, in Tekken,
Yeah.
they have cool items that you can wear,
Mm.
that you can use in the match. So online, you do not know how many guys I've ran into. So you're able to wear a pizza on your back.
Mm-hmm.
For that move, what happens is you throw the pizza at them.
What the hell?
I've gotten hit with so many pizzas, like just randomly, because I'm not expecting a pizza.
See, that sounds like a good animation to throw into your Tekken clip montage.
Yeah, yeah. See, and then there's also a little tank.
Mm.
There's a little tank that kind of like strolls around with the character,
Mm-hmm.
and basically you do this point, right? Like you're commanding your tank to shoot,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tank shoots the enemy. It's
And it
pretty
actually
cool.
does damage or it stuns them?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's all there's a reasonable amount of frames with it, so it's fair. It's like, okay, if you didn't know that the tank shot you, well, there you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
Get good, kid.
We'll see what they do with Tekken 8. Hopefully you don't get people covering the screen or people using BM little buddies from Among Us to shoot you.
Yeah, did you have a topic that you want to talk about?
I have two. My first one's a bit weird. I don't know if I really do want to talk about it because I think it's fun. It was a funny moment. I'll talk about it without revealing too much information. So at work, I was repairing something. Because I work IT, I was repairing something, right? And my business wasn't open for the day, but people still come in to do stuff for the retail side, for IT, for maintenance.
Oh, okay.
So this girl was folding the clothes that need to go on shelves. She was like putting wrappers over some of the products that need to go in like bins. And I was repairing a computer in that at the registers, or I was repairing a register. And we were just like talking it up, right?
Yeah.
And she was being super like, I don't want to call her emo, right? Because that feels like it's a bit aggressive. But she's definitely one of the Zoomer kids who's like, oh man, people suck. Can't trust no one. Don't trust no one. No one's happy because everyone's POS.
Yeah, man. Everyone's out to get them. Yeah.
And we were talking about like our personalities, and I was like, yeah, I just generally try to be nice to people. People usually reciprocate, or they just don't talk to me because like they can't match the energy,
Yeah.
I think it's a very good professional standard to have. Hey, even if you're not happy that day, just smile at people. Because the odds are they'll leave you alone because you have not angered them by being petty or passive aggressive to them.
See, my idea is, if they're having a bad day, if I'm having a bad day, maybe that smile will make one of our days,
Yeah, and that's exactly why I do it. But she was like, yeah, I don't know if I have the energy to be fake. I'm like, oh, well, it's only fake if you don't mean it, and I mean it. So for me, for me, it works, right?
Oh yeah.
And then we started talking about her, and we were having a super genuine, nice. Like it looked like she was starting to come around to the conversation. And then like 15 minutes go by. I finished working on what I was working on while we were talking. I was just like sitting at the counter with her while she folded. And then I was like, "Hey, have a nice day. If you ever see me around the park, don't be afraid to say hi, because she gave me the vibes like she didn't have any friends inside the coworker family too, which is fine. You don't need friends, but it's like, if you see me and you want to say hi, go for it. There's nothing like I won't. You'll never see me say, man, this person saying hi to me ruined my day.
So I know you work in an establishment that's huge.
Yeah.
In terms of employee numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that there is a disconnect like that. The larger the crew gets.
Yeah.
Because I've worked in places where it's only me and another guy,
Mm-hmm.
or me and a couple other people.
Mm-hmm.
But in those jobs, I felt like, man, those guys are really nice. They got to deal with me every day, so they won't act a certain way around me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I think part of it is just the way that like the a lot of the people who work at my job at the more necessary for operations jobs that isn't like management or IT, they're all young. They're all teenagers who are getting a summer job or working after school, right?
yeah,
So for them it's like, yeah, I get it. You're probably not going to be here past the summer or the season or the year, whatever. A lot of people do stay, and that's cool, but it's like because of the turnover rate, management acts a certain way, and that reflects on the way that the employees behave and the way that they treat the establishment, which
yeah,
which
yeah,
I think sucks. But
yeah.
before we get into that, I wrapped up my conversation with her. I said, "Hey, if you see me around, don't be afraid to say hi. I'm never gonna say no to saying hi to someone because I'm also usually on the move if I'm in the park. So
Yeah.
I don't have time to just chop it up every time. So it's like, hey, hi, I'll talk to you later. I'll come check on you if you need something." The face she gave me when I was about to leave the retail section she worked at. She looked at me like her soft smile and her like the enjoyment she got out of our conversation turned back into like a flat sour face, and she said, "You're weird." And then she walks off to the back of the store.
Hey, hey, man,
Like turned on her
sometimes,
heels, called me weird, and walked away after having a genuinely like 20-minute, genuinely nice 20-minute conversation.
you, I, you know, that's misfortunate.
I
Can't win
was
them all.
I was bewildered. I was like, I'm not even bewildered I got called weird, right? Cuz I'm a quirky guy. That's par for the course for me. I was floored that she kept entertaining the conversation. She seemed to be having an okay time talking. And then all of a sudden like the expression just completely changes.
Man, that to me stems like the, hey man, how's your day going? Good. Instead of the, hey man, how's your day going? Man, today I woke up and then, my sink was clogged, so I had to go to Home Depot. Like that sort of communication.
But it's like I don't think you let the conversation go that far, and I don't think that you like smile and start engaging more, and then do that. Like that's the like I even today I'm trying to gauge what the enjoyment of the conversation was.
Or if she got any at all, for that matter.
Yeah, it's because like if you didn't want to talk to me, I'm okay with that. I was there working anyways, but because you kept talking with me, I stayed and I talked for like another 10 minutes.
Man, she really got you, huh?
Yeah, like man, I was invested, and I was like, man, maybe this is someone who, when I walk by them, I can say, hey, how you doing today? Everything okay?
See, I would most definitely do that to coworkers.
Mm.
Me and you both know we don't remember their names.
No, not at all.
Like we're not on first name basis, but we're on hey, how you doing basis,
Absolutely. The only people whose names I know at my work are probably management level people and my direct team.
Yeah, that's the best part about the job. Does your job have name tags?
Yes, but because I work on days where the facility is not open, I typically don't wear it, and most people don't.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So it's like then we're just wearing our security badges, but I'm not gonna reach down to someone's hip, put their security badge up to my eyes, and be like, Rachel S. Nice to meet
Oh,
you, Rachel.
yeah, I did not know the importance of name tags until I worked in those bigger establishments where I'm like, man, I don't know any of these guys' names.
Mm, mm. I think it's safe to say the job that you and I shared for a bit when we lived together, you didn't have that problem because you only knew the one guy's name, and I think you actually enjoyed like going, "What's up, Carlos?"
Yeah, man. It was perfect. He was the boss, and the boss was cool.
Yeah.
He ain't getting no problems. There you go. What's up with it, Carlos?
Man, Carlos wasn't even the main boss.
Oh, that was my boss.
That was your supervisor, and then I was his supervisor. Then I had the boss, and then the bosses hated everyone. But those are stories for another day. What about? I'm looking at your list again.
Oh, I do want to talk about Nintendo Direct. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
did you watch the full thing?
I did watch the full thing.
Okay, I didn't really watch the full thing. I only watched a couple of snippets, or really ones that I would expect to catch my eye.
Yeah.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. We're gonna play that on Big Chumps.
I mean, we can. I guess we might as well just play Animal Crossing.
Okay, hold on now. Hold on. Are you gonna disrespect the mouse himself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no, okay.
I'm not trying to work for Disney anymore, so my requirement to bow down to the House of Mouse is lessened. I enjoy what comes out of the House of Mouse, but I don't need to be squeaky clean because that's not like the goal anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Disney Dreamlight Valley was very like its presence on the internet when it launched was weird to me because it showed up on like almost everyone's channel for like a video. All of those videos felt memey, and then it disappeared off the face of the planet to the people I watch.
Poor Disney. Hey, you know what? They did get their 1 second of fame, right?
Well, I mean, Disney's never not going to have its fucking lifetime of fame, but I just think it's like apples to apples. Would you rather play Disney Dreamlight Valley, or would you rather keep playing your God, how much did I spend on it? $60, $70 Animal Crossing New Horizons?
Man, Animal Crossing New Horizons, I just go to sleep. I had Animal Crossing on the Wii. I didn't pay off my first loan.
Yeah.
Tom Nook really gets you.
Yeah.
You pay off your loan and then you get another loan for some reason,
Grind doesn't stop.
Yeah. Man, he's making all the money.
It's like I told you in a game we recently played. Money from the bank is just free money. So why wouldn't you take more free money?
Maybe you have a point there.
Absolutely.
Speaking about taking people's money, there is a game called Master Detective Archives Raincoat. I thought that one was really cool. It has the Danganronpa art style. And it is, everyone has a cool special ability, and you use that to solve crime scene cases.
Hold on, I'm looking up a picture real quick because I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. I remember now. This one looks really good.
That one I'm a little excited for that one, and by a little I mean a lot. I want to play that one on the channel, probably on my own time. That one's been.
Is it on your own time or is it on the channel?
Oh no, it's gonna be for the channel.
Oh.
Just that one I'm playing by myself.
So
with no one else on the call or anything.
For our series to be named.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. Another one was Deca Police. Deca Police was another one of those games, another detective game. For some reason, all of the Nintendo games I care to play, or I'm really interested in, always have the same concept. It's a strategy game, or it's...
Was this the one with the cars in the trailer?
Deca Police was the one with... Yeah, they did have cars in the trailer.
I think it started off with the red coat person driving.
Yeah,
and I think I wrote it off as a racing game. I don't think I actually invested in what it was.
Yeah, no, it's a turn-based strategy game.
Oh, from level 5.
And that one has to deal. Huh?
From level 5.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
makers of the last game on your list that you want to talk about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 No. So this one's another one of those strategy games.
Mm-hmm.
Turn-based combat with pulleys. So
Man.
I'm pretty excited for that one too. Let's see here. What other one did I want to talk about? Oh, Professor Layton and the New World of Steam.
Yeah.
That one seems really interesting. I have played Phoenix Wright
Mm-hmm.
and Professor Layton.
Yeah.
I played that game. That one was really cool. I didn't really like the Phoenix Wright part,
Mm-hmm.
but I really loved the Professor Layton scenes. So I'm hoping that if I actually play a game from that franchise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it just as much.
I'm glad you brought up Phoenix Wright because I think Capcom excels at these puzzle games or these mystery puzzle games.
Mm.
There is a game that they made that I want another version of, or I want like a sequel to or something. And it was called Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, which I believe is getting re-released for the Nintendo Switch. I think that same direct is where it was announced. It's a game that if anyone checks my social media and follows my art, I've copied the art style and mixed it up with a different character. I really like that game. It even got released for the iPod back in like 2012 or 13, I think. And it was originally a DS game, but I played it on my iPod, and I remember loving that game so much.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was taking a look at the trailer just to remind me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one was interesting to me.
like
Not really my cup of tea, but
I thought it was really neato burrito. So I think I might buy it again on the Switch, and I actually might record it, whether it's for me or for Big Chumps.
Yeah, that one seems pretty interesting, at least from face value.
Mm.
Yeah, no, one game I want the both of us to play,
Mm-hmm.
without a doubt. Samba de Amigo.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Why not?
I don't want to play Samba de Amigo, man.
What do you mean?
There's gonna be a fucking tsunami from my side of the Bay Area.
You gonna be doing the waves and the tsunami. I'm gonna be doing the earthquakes, rumbling, the tectonic plates.
Yeah, and everyone's gonna think that freaking Aaron Yeager triggered the rumbling and the world's about to end.
I think we should have the maracas. I think we should be having a great time. I think that's worth recording. What do you think?
Might as well play Just Dancing, it copyrighted. if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I guess. Or Just Dance. Did you ever actually play that? Do you play that game in private, or do you play that game with like other people?
Yes, and it's been in the house since I was probably like, I don't even remember when the first one came out. I think my auntie bought it for her Wii, and then I didn't buy it, but anytime I was at her house, that's what she would want to play.
Mm.
And the last time I bought Just Dance was I think 2022 or 2020 and 2021 because of my girlfriend.
Do you go out of your way to play it?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm told to play it, then yeah, I can't freaking play Overwatch, Valorant, and Kingdom Hearts every time I want to play a game with someone. And unfortunately for the gaming challenge, like the regular game consumer, or not regular game consumer, there's a phrase for this. I'm trying to, like, the normie people, right? Not like, oh, I'm a gamer, like the normies, which I think my auntie and my girlfriend fall into that category. Games like Just Dance are easy for them to play. Now, when I have to essentially roll the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con across my rolls because I'm doing the Shakira belly dance.
Oh man.
Do I feel great about that? No. But I'll play the game.
You don't feel great. You feel amazing.
With a snap. I feel amazing.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, I will play the game if I'm if someone's like, hey, like come play Just Dance with us. I'm like, okay.
If we ever have anyone else play a game with us,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're gonna do.
That one has to be a live stream though, just so we don't get. It has to be a live stream, and we can't save the VOD because I don't want to deal with the copyright strikes.
You know, what if we don't play Just Dance?
Uh-huh.
We play DDR. We get the cabinet or we get the little dance pad. That's how we do it.
You know what's painful about this conversation? We had this conversation about Time Crisis.
We should, right?
We literally said, hey, let's do Streamer House. And let's buy a freaking arcade cabinet for the downstairs, or for the living room. The house we looked at was a couple stories. But
that is what we have to. We have to do it.
I think because you and I have been talking about what the housing, or if we're gonna do an office in the future, looks like. I agree to get a DDR machine or a Time Crisis machine if we get an office, and we'll leave it in the lobby. That's my compromise to you.
That's enough for me.
Pree said, I just need to be able to take the output, put it into a recording device, and send it.
Man, I don't even got to do that. I'm gonna have a camera, just right behind the DDR machine, or maybe one in the front in the corner off angle.
Man said he's gonna use the security cams in the office or house to record him playing DDR.
Oh man.
Oh.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Jesus. Well, it's good.
This podcast is gonna be titled Arcade Cabinets.
Man. Big Chumps Arcade Company. But it's just the one machine.
You know, it just comes to show you how bad COVID has killed me.
Mm.
Before COVID, I didn't want to go out anyways.
Yeah.
But now after COVID, I'm like, look, I gotta go. Like, I want to interact with people.
Absolutely.
Maybe not interact. You know, like there's some really sweaty guys that be playing DDR.
Oh, you mean
maybe not interact with them.
The people blessed by the lords of the universe to be skinny, and they hold onto the back bars and their feet start going lightning speed like they're the goddamn Flash.
And they play both dance pads at the same time.
I haven't. Oh no, I'm lying. I saw Emiru do that, I think.
Yeah, dude, that's insane to me.
Like, it kills me too, because it's like seeing tiny people do it who appear to not have any muscle strength like at all. But then they're over there levitating by holding to the support bar, and they have enough force to make their leg jump like, what is that, easily a meter, right? To the second dance pad. Like, that's insane.
That's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie. Even when we go to Dave and Buster's or any one of those places, and there's a guy who's like really into it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still like just standing there taken aback.
Man.
I'm just amazed.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be us, buddy. I think if we invest capital into Dance Chumpolution, machine's gonna break.
Dude, imagine like we have a tournament for everyone who's working with us.
Uh-huh.
Like the high score on the machine is like really like accurate,
Jesus
you know?
Christ.
We're having a competition for who can get the best high score.
What would the prize be? Are we like people
what do you mean?
Like, is this under the assumption we have employees, or like people who collaborate, like work with us that aren't Big Chump?
Heck yeah, like all of the above, yeah.
Oh my, people who like VTubers fly across the country just to play DDR with us?
Dude, we would have a snack bin, right?
Uh-huh.
We would have a snack bin, a refreshment refrigerator.
I hope so. If we have employees, we should have a break room.
You know, like do you like imagine, right? Like you win, you win the top of the leaderboard.
I won't.
Like we just have you like employee of the month, except DDR of the week.
Okay, that would be fun if we have.
Think about that.
If we have a company of 10 in the next however long, and then that's how you get employee of the month. You have to. Oh, we could expand it. Actually, it could be like whoever wants to go for employee of the month, they challenge the employee of the month to a game.
Oh, that would be really cool.
So it's a tournament to get it started, but then anyone who tries to go for it has to challenge the winner to like the employee of the month to a game.
Dude, that would be really cool. And then we can put different games in there too, like Time Crisis.
Yeah. I'm even thinking like, say Brittany's the chump of the month, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Brittany, see me mid lane 1v1 Teemo. And then it's content.
Dude, imagine, right? We have the podcast, or we have like a normal episode.
Uh-huh.
And then at the end, we throw in that match and how that match ended up. It's like every video update on what the current leaderboard looks like.
Like that's our news update for the month, like whenever it happens.
Yeah, that'd be cool, right?
That would be pretty funny. I'm down with that.
And then like every month or every other month, there's a reset.
Yeah.
And then we all play another game for the tournament.
I was gonna say I think it should be quarterly, right? Because then there's 3 months you could be the chump of the month.
Yeah, see, that would be pretty cool.
So Q1 you have chump of the month, Q2, and then like at the end of the year it could be a whole little thing like person who had the most months as chump of the month.
Dude, that's great.
Pay for them to go like give them Disneyland tickets for like a weekend or something.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
That's like the bonus. If you go hard doing content and you win chump of the month, you can get like a weekend vacation paid for or something.
See, what I think about is I schedule everyone for one day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like so you make it so everyone has to show up to it?
Yeah, you're scheduled to work.
Can't call in. Not allowed.
It's mandatory.
You have to be dying to get out of it.
This right here is a team building session.
You know, how many people can say, though, that they had to show up to work, they were forced to play DDR, and they got paid their day's salary?
Man, dude, you know, like what I'm thinking is, if one of us gets hurt on the DDR machine because we going a little too hard, oh man, dude, you know,
company insurance is gonna go up. DDR machine.
Oh man.
Then we have to pay someone to come do maintenance on machines too if we have too many.
Dude, that's us. We're the maintenance.
Bro, I guess I already do IT, so doing maintenance on a game machine wouldn't be that much extra for me.
Man, dude, like that sounds exciting.
Man. Pree's over here getting excited for Big Chump's office now. Gave him a reason.
Yeah, you know, I really like the competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that I think we need in our company.
Our company is going to be a bunch of fucking sweaty gamers. If they're not printing 3D models for merchandise, stickers, shirts, they're practicing DDR. They're practicing DDR, shooters, board game. They're practicing everything under the sun because they don't know what we're going to choose for the quarterly tournament.
Dude, that would be great. Dude, it's like, imagine, I'm like, all right, guys, this week or for this quarter, we're all going to go play mini golf.
I was literally going to say extreme hopscotch or something stupid.
Oh, man.
Like fucking
hopscotch. We all play dodgeball.
Oh, dude. See, but that just sounds like good employee team building events and stuff, though.
Extreme hopscotch.
Until someone gets hurt, and then we have to hire HR person to take care of that.
Yeah. You know, now I think about it, it's like we are kind of limited. Maybe we start off with mini golf.
Maybe not quite extreme hopscotch. Maybe we put foam pads underneath the DDR machine.
Oh yeah, like on each side, you know.
Yeah, like baby's first DDR machine. Don't hit your head on the pole or the side.
Dude, that would be great.
Oh man. Oh, you know what would be cool too? K1 race for Chump of the Month.
Oh yeah, like a racing.
Yeah,
go-kart racing. Yeah,
go-kart racing. That'd be fun.
That would be really cool. You know what? We just need to go do it for a video. That's what it is.
Well, we talked about it for a video. We actually did.
Yeah, like maybe we set the example.
Well, I'd hope if we're gonna have people work for us, we're setting the example on what content and workplace behavior should be.
It's okay as long as we're not like the big companies like Google and Apple, where there's big slide in the middle of the office,
Uh,
almost looking like big kid daycare.
uh, all right. Well, I might have to go redraw some schematics for a couple properties I was looking at.
As long as it doesn't look like that.
It sounds like you're gonna veto something that you haven't been shown yet.
Oh man.
I don't want to slide in the workplace, for entertainment value. I want it because I'm fat. Like, if we get an office with a warehouse attached to it for production and storage, like we might use the loft area, and I'm fat.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it would. Yeah.
But also I could see why it might be a problem. We might like potato gun launch out the bottom of the slide.
Dude, that's one of my like nightmares. Like
Catapulting
like
yourself
not
out
not
of slide.
not launch out of the slide.
Uh-huh.
I'm scared like I'm going to do something and then it breaks.
Like it just snaps with you inside of it.
Yeah, well not snap, like bungee cording gone wrong, skydiving gone wrong. One of those like live fail leaks,
Yeah, I mean, in our hometown there's a park with a giant concrete slide that you're supposed to use like cardboard or like something to slide on.
Oh.
Have you been to that park?
No.
People usually call it Big Slide Park. I don't. I should go show you just for shits and giggles because it's pretty funny. That's like something that my brain is usually familiar with. So whenever I'm just out and about with like my little brother or friends, and we end up at a park, and then it's like one of those old rickety like the town where the town next to our hometown where my grandma used to live.
Yeah.
That the Main Street Park is like an old wooden structure. And I just think to myself, man, any supporting beam or post could just give out tomorrow. And half of this structure with anything connected to it goes down. Including if a large person, not limited to or excluding a large adult or young adult,
Big Chump.
they could throw themselves down the slide, and that could trigger that effect as well.
Oh my goodness.
Especially like, I know that they're like when there's sand in a playground, it's usually like concrete foundation underneath the sand. But even that, like, what if it snaps underneath the line of the sand so you don't see that it snapped?
Oh, dude.
Like, I've thought about this before. It's scary.
Yeah, man, and then when you get on the swing, oh, dude, the swing. Swing is something else, man.
I don't touch swings. I don't.
Man, I am not going to lie with you. I always get the thought of jumping off. I'm like, like this is
I had
my once in a lifetime opportunity. I could fly.
I had a traumatic experience a couple years ago. I witnessed a traumatic event with a swing recently. Or not recently. A couple years ago that has made me no longer wish to be on swings. I was with a group of friends, and there was a friend who was at the time larger than me. And they sat on a one-person swing, and they didn't even get to swing. It just snapped.
It just boom.
It snapped, but it brought the cross beam down with it.
Oh, like were they in the middle of it?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's scary.
And ever since then, because I've gotten larger since then, I just think to myself, I can't trust swings anymore.
You know?
We found out later that it was supposed to be sectioned off by the city for repairs.
Wow.
Luckily, he wasn't hurt because of the way that it snapped. It kind of just like fell over in like an like a triangle over him.
That's great.
But like the fact that it snapped in the first place, because he was like, he got skinny because he was like, man, I broke that swing, man. I was too fat.
Hey, dude, that's a good reason right there.
But it's like, what a traumatic experience. You broke a swing. It wasn't even your fault. I guess a kid had been doing the twisty thing on on that single swing. So it started ripping the wood anchors out of the wood, but it was splitting the wood by ripping it.
Oh.
So him sitting on it just put too much downward pressure. Like, technically, yeah, he was a little too fat. If it didn't already get screwed up, though, the swing wouldn't have broke.
Dude, that's crazy.
So it's like I attribute it to user error, and then someone just being the unfortunate big chump to be the one to find out, you know?
Man.
But, you know, they're one of my gym rat friends now, and I talk to them occasionally. And I just look at them, I look at their Snapchat story or their Instagram story, and I'm just like, man, what if that was me? What if I was the one who was too big that day?
No, another thing that always like gets me.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how you're supposed to stop yourself with like the sand on the ground?
Yeah.
Since we're big, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always get scared that my foot's gonna get caught,
Yeah.
and then I'm with the swing going down, or I'm that's it for me, you know?
That's a wrap. It's a
Yeah, oof.
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I try and talk about swings, I just think of that event, and I'm just like, ugh, I can't even like. If the worst had happened, I probably wouldn't even bring it up.
Man, we wouldn't even go to parks anymore. We just walk around the little field.
I don't go to parks anymore. I stay inside. I play video games and I do paperwork.
Man,
The closest thing to a park that I go to is my work, and I still don't do anything there. I stay inside. I do paperwork and I fix technology.
oh my goodness.
Oh man, yeah. What a downer for me man. That's just
Man, poor swing, man.
yeah. Poor guy who had to re-stick the the A-frame posts on either side because they scrapped the entire thing. They decided to make that one metal after that.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, we ain't getting this lawsuit no more.
Yeah, I forget who told us. I think it was like one of the groundskeepers of the park who saw it happen, and he was like, why'd you guys take down the police tape? And we're like, there wasn't any police tape here.
Man.
Yeah. Just unfortunate.
Man, do you want to know what else is unfortunate?
What?
That this is going to be the end of Big Chumps Chump Change, episode 8.
That went by super fast, actually.
If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, leave a like, share it with your buddies.
Comment, subscribe.
And comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.